How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we've actually lost trophies in the raid weekend system. So it looks like my clan will likely be capping out at around Champion 2, maybe Champion 1. But let's take a look at how I was able to get 30,000 very easily from finishing up the attacks. So here we are taking a look at a middle attack of a capital peak. Got 6,700 available, so of course it would have been nice to take it out. However, ran into a little bit of a problem, a little bit of a snag where the second pack of archers died quite prematurely to the District Hall Eagle Shot. So we are now forced to adapt, forced to use more troops on the capital peak than necessary. So it is off to a rocky start. However, you can still very easily get 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, even on a rough attack. So if the bases are worth around, 8 to 10,000 points, or if you spot a base that's been hit before and is fairly weak, then there's a good chance that you can take out the base and pick up close to 5,000 points. Got to make sure to finish off one base, but if you do that every single attack, you can very, very easily guarantee getting 30,000 capital peak points every single weekend. And trust me, if you're doing that reliably and consistently, you'll be able to rank up and level up and get to the maximum level on the capital peak in no time. Especially if you're able to help coach and train up your clanmates. So in this base, we were not quite able to get the, 6,700, but we have a couple of boss air skeletons picking up a few more structures on their way out. We walk away with 5,320. So now we're going to jump into the final raid that my clan was doing. We have a bunch of different bases. We're going to first take a look at an attempt at a barbarian camp cleanup. However, we've got both the rocket artillery still alive and all three of the air bombs still alive. Little bit of a precarious situation. Perhaps not the best idea to have used air, but there's so many ground targeting defenses on this left side. I figured, why not try air? Give it a shot. Biggest thing is, of course, the centralized air bombs just demolished everything. And of course, the rocket artillery also lent a helping hand in causing the destruction. But even though this attack, again, kind of going a little sideways, we have a couple of balloons left, which is directly targeting some of the defenses, picking up as much value as we can. So we're still able to get, I believe it's a little over 4,000 for this attack. Yeah, 4,275. Next up, we're taking a look at a Builder's Workshop 2-shot. And man, these bases continue to get higher and higher and higher. More and more stuff is being upgraded, which I love. I'm very much so looking forward to when the Builder's Workshop, probably at capital peak level 10, probably when the Builder's Workshop is District Hall level 5, I might start seeing some 10,000, 11,000 points on the workshops. Because the workshop, I think, is one of the easiest bases to hit. Like, yes, there's a bunch of splash, but the giant cannons don't do a whole lot of damage, especially with the graveyard spells directly on top of them and offset. They fire super, super slowly. So we'll see here as we speed things up a little bit. We are running into the back end of the graveyard spam strategy. We're down to pretty much one group here on the left side. We're just trying to push closer and closer and closer. So on this base, I don't think we even took out... What do we get? No, there's still the 4 giant cannons and the blast bow. So there's still like 6,200 points available on the second hit. But we have a direct path. We're very, very close to the majority of the splash damage. The only thing we have to be worried about is if everything clumps up and that giant cannon on the back end gets a couple shots off, that would be absolutely devastating. But here we sort of try and create a few different groups. The left side didn't quite get formed as well as I would have liked, but we are able to destroy all of those splash defenses. And we can see the power of, it was like 5 graveyard spells all right there. Might have been 6 even. But we were able to take out that giant cannon. And we got pretty lucky on the crusher on the back end. Had that hit all of the giants, or all of the skeletons, would have lost all the ones without the shields. Then, of course, all the ones with the shields would have gotten down to 1 hit. But either way, I don't think it would have been that close. So we're able to pick up almost 6,000, or just over 6,300. Next up, we're looking at almost a one-shot of a skeleton park. This one, for whatever reason, had most things upgraded except for the rocket artillery. So we were able to get a lot of stuff done on this base. It's a little bit of a different layout from the classic standard layout. But this layout, I feel, was even easier, because it had a very obvious sort of style where I felt that they wanted people to attack from the right-hand side, wrap around, and then get stuck dealing with all these defenses. But if you started from the left-hand side, like I did, you're able to utilize the tanking of the graveyard spells as things are starting to die off, and you can really protect the P.E.K.K.A.s, which is what's going to carry you through the middle of the attack. We've got a couple of rams left over that aren't really going to be helpful. We've got 1 P.E.K.K.A. going on to the top side, which is nice, and 1 P.E.K.K.A. and a bunch of skeletons going towards the core. So now I'm just trying to help out the skeletons a little bit, make sure they survive, because we wanted to try and take out the wizard tower. Now we're just down to the 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, and those giant cannons do, or the multi-cannons do, a lot of damage to them. We're able to get almost 7,000 capital peak points, making up for the bad hit on the capital peak and the barbarian camp. So here we are using the hog version of the graveyard spam strategy, because I noticed that almost all of these single targeting defenses are on the front end of the base. So we can just literally drop 1 pack of hogs on every single point defense and get a lot of value. We do have the graveyards on the back end of the base trying to distract, so that as the hogs die out, trying to pull the attention of those defenses backwards instead of forwards. We are starting to run out of troops in the middle here, which is unfortunate. So we have a nice pack on the right-hand side, but as soon as this rocket artillery spots them, they are in a world of pain. Get a bad split too, where all of them go for that rapid rockets, and they all perish to the rapid rockets. Or not the rapid rockets, the rocket artillery. So we're only able to get 4,355, but still, overall, we're able to average about 5,000 per attack, 6 attacks, 30,000. So I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully you're able to get close to 30,000 if you are District Hall level 9. If you are, not District Hall, if you're Capital Peak level 8, I believe the average is around 5,500 per attack. So hopefully you can get like 27,000. And then if you are, or not 5,500, 4,500. Trying to do some late night math, not quite working out. And then if you are District Hall level 7, I believe the average is about 4,000 per attack. So then you're looking to try and get 24,000. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want to help me out, you can like and subscribe. And there are a couple of videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.